Hello, my name is Lindsey Duncan, and my major presentation is on PE and technology. Schools and teachers across the country are finding ways to integrate technology into the classrooms, even the PE classroom. There are many ways to do this while keeping in mind the Common Core standards of your state. Here is a great example from a middle school in Vermont of one way that they are bringing in Common Core standards to integrate and evaluate information presented in a diverse media and formats including visually, quantitatively, and orally.
So, Tatum, can I come in and zero in on your watch for a second? Talk to me about what this means.
The number?
Yep.
Well, right now I'm above the zone, so it means I'm working hard.
Okay.
And we have to have 30 to 35 minutes in and above the zone total
Okay.
for a class period.
So how does it feel for you to be at 180?
At 180, hard, you're sweating probably.
Yep. For you right now, how's it feel?
It feels like I'm breathing hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So tell me what you see on the watch right now.
So right now it says that the watch has been on and recording for 22 minutes and 15 seconds.
And how much time in zone do you have?
About 19.
So a good proportion of that.
Most of it.
And so what's this number at the bottom mean?
This one?
Yep.
That's my heart rate.
And how does that feel? Like, remember that scale on the wall, the Borg scale?
Yeah.
Where would you put that on the Borg scale?
Moderate.
Moderate?
Vigorous is more like during warm-ups.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like more like a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the Borg perceived scale of exertion, and Robin is teaching the kids to align their heart rate by describing how they feel on this scale. And as you can see, the goal is to be from the moderate to vigorous range, which is between a 3 and a 6. And that should line up with the heart rate range for in the zone.
There is an abundance of technology out there that can be used in PE. Some of it has been around for a long time and is already commonly used. Most of you probably had a scoreboard in your gym growing up. But we're going to look at some of the newer, more innovative ways that technology can be used in PE. We will start off looking at different software and hardware that teachers can utilize within the classroom, and then get into some more of the kid-friendly type technology. We will discuss hardware and software for teachers like video cameras, music players, and software like apps and online videos. The first piece of technology we are going to look at is the video camera. The previous video was a great example of how a video camera can be used to document learning in alignment with Common Core standards in PE. There are many other reasons that a video camera would be a great tool. It allows for teachers, peers, as well as the individuals to analyze themselves in any sports technique or sort of games that they're playing in PE. After a video recording is made, Time Warp 4 software can instantly play back and allows teachers to pause, loop, or step through segments of video for a closer look at the student game or activity. You can also play video of a skill being performed perfectly alongside the student's feed to show how they compare. If a student can see what they are doing wrong on a video, it'll be much easier for them to correct it. Check out the Time Warp 4 software at the link below. Music naturally stimulates parts of the brain responsible for unconscious movement, which explains the head bobbing, shoulder shrugging, and toe tapping that you don't even think about when you hear your favorite tune on the radio. This comes in handy when you feel the students are straying off task. Just crank up the tunes and get their attention back to the activity. Music is also a great way to keep time when you don't have a clock or don't want to use a stopwatch. When students are using weight machines, you can create minute-long chunks of music followed by 15 to 20 seconds of silence to give students a chance to reset the equipment and move on to the next station, doing away with clocks, alarms, or a stopwatch and whistle. You could apply the same ideas to running laps, warming up, or stretching. Music also naturally blocks the voice in your head that tells you to quit when you get too tired. This association effect has been shown to reduce perceived effort and increased endurance, essentially tricking people into performing intense exercises for longer periods of time. So throw out that stopwatch and get your iPod out and see how much more fun your gym can be. Now let's look at an app that every PE teacher needs. Most of the time, PE teachers don't have a desk or computer handy. Teacher Kit can be downloaded directly onto your phone so you can keep track of students' grades, track their attendance and their behavior, as well as keep track of all the different students' allergies and modifications that they might need. You can also email their parents immediately from the middle of the gym floor. So no more carrying around those notebooks with you everywhere you go and losing them all over the school. Get Teacher app on your phone. Online videos are also another great way to allow students to observe and analyze various sports and activities, especially if you don't have a video camera in a classroom. You can go to YouTube and look up pretty much anything nowadays. Except the problem is that sometimes that video is extremely long when you just want a little chunk of it. In this presentation, I actually used a website called YouTube Chop, which would be great for the classroom. You take your YouTube video and you'll copy the web address into the box on YouTube Chop, and it'll automatically upload the video. And from there, it's really easy to just narrow the video down to the little chunk of it that you want to use in your classroom, and you push submit and it's done. It's super easy. I was able to do it for this presentation and it took me probably 5 minutes to do. Next, let's look at the student-friendly technology like video games, cell phone, different online resources, and all kinds of different tracking technology that they can use in a classroom. Video games like the Nintendo Wii get students to realize that exercise doesn't have to be hard or boring. Schools are using the Wii to play games and work on skills like balancing, yoga, and even sports like bowling. Some teachers say that students tend to pick sports up quicker when they play the Wii first and then try to apply it to the real game. Though the Wii system comes equipped with just one balance board and a handheld controller, all the students can participate by using practice mats that can be found through an online company. While usually only one student gets to participate in the game, the other students are mimicking the motions that are being projected onto the gym wall. Most high school students these days are going to have a cell phone. So you can utilize those cell phones in your classroom by using them to take videos or pictures of activities within the classroom, and then they can upload them to the internet to assess themselves or their peers. They could also use the calendar on their cell phone to track any fitness goals, or say, for instance, you've been working on push-ups in PE class, then they can track how many push-ups they did each day or how many laps they ran each day and see over time how they improve. Cell phones are also very handy when you're in a situation where you need multiple timers or watches to track what the kids are doing. Say you were doing different stations, but you didn't have 5 stopwatches, one for each station. Well, the kids get out their cell phones. Now you've got probably twice as many as you need. Tracking technology such as pedometers and the GPS on their phones is also another great way to encourage them to get moving. There's also online sites such as Runkeeper or Map My Run that they can measure the distance that they go. Tracking technology like this would be perfect for a school like mine that doesn't have a track at it, but we have a large campus that after the kids complete their workout, they could go get onto a program like runkeeper.com or Map My Run, enter in where they went, and then see how far they went. Map My Run will also keep track of the miles that you've gone in a calendar for you. So over the course of time, you can see how many miles you've put in. I know last summer my husband had a goal of doing 100 miles in a month, and so Every day he was able to track how many miles he had left and how many he had left to go by the end of the month. It's a great motivator. So there are many great apps that kids can use on their phones. VSB Physical Education breaks down sports and teaches them the technique and the fundamentals. It also has online quizzes so they can make sure that they're ready for test day. 30 Days is basically an online trainer where you can track what you've done and see your progress. It's got all sorts of pictures and demos of how to do different exercises, and it's based on your ability level. And so if you're a beginner that doesn't know how to do a push-up yet, then it'll start you out slow, give you easier ways to do the exercises. Virtual geocaching is also another great app that a PE teacher can use. The teacher places different notes or hidden treasures around campus in various locations, and then the students are instructed to go and find them as quickly as possible. So it turns into almost a foot race around campus. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you learned some useful ways that you can use technology, whether it be in your PE classroom or any other classroom that you may be in.
In mist covered mountains, or a home now for me. But my home is a lowland, and always will be. Someday you'll return to your valleys and your farm, and you'll no longer burn to be brother in arms. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I witness your suffering. As the battle rages